But I want you to hear his story and learn a little bit about what he's been through and what he's overcome, because we want you to walk out of here in an hour having a sense that when you see somebody that's experiencing homelessness, that they could change too. Like, there are organizations out there that are willing to help you, but you gotta want it. You gotta help yourself first. You gotta put in the work, and if you put in the work, there are organizations that will walk alongside of you to help you change your life. So you did that, my brother, and I just want you to share your story with him today. So let me ask you some questions.
Absolutely.
You started here.
Yes.
What was going on in your life before you came into this facility?
Well, before I came into this facility, what was going on in my life was just like bitterness, loneliness, depression. You know, I noticed that a lot of the things that I wanted to tackle, I was trying to do it off my flesh, and I could not, man. There's just no way that I could operate off flesh that was just so damaged by the streets and just tormented for years and stuff like that. And when I came into these doors, sometimes you just need the simple things like being able to take a shower, being able to get some food in your belly. You know what I mean? So you can be able to harness the energy to make the right decisions out there.
That's good. How'd you hear about this place? Did somebody drop you off?
Yes. Actually, we called 211.
Okay.
We told them that we were experiencing extreme homelessness, and 211 got back at us, and they got in touch with the lighthouse, and the lighthouse accepted me and my wife, who's over there in the black colors over there. That's Mrs. Hannon right there. And, we called 211, and they brought us in here, and we were able to do laundry, get ourselves together, and then a time of stillness. Yeah. Because when a seed is planted, you never see what's going on underneath the dirt. Yeah. But there's a whole bunch of stuff that's going underneath the surface. Yeah. And this was the time, at this place, I was able to be planted. Yeah. So, you know, even though I didn't see any of the work that was getting done, I felt it on the inside. So, yeah, that's what really bothers me.
So you're here and you meet with an advocate, which is one of the requirements.
Yes,
right?
okay, yeah. And I actually, we're only supposed to have one advocate, but I have like two, so they're standing right over there. I love you, brother, so much.
So you're meeting with the advocate, and they're digging into your life and your challenges and what led you and your wife to being on the streets. And at some point, you had done well enough, or you had gotten healthy enough that they recommended you for Mission Academy, right?
Yes, absolutely.
Tell us about that.
Okay, so I get called, and then they're like, well, we have a spot at Mission Academy for you, but you see there was a caveat to that. Me and my wife could not go together. So there was a sacrifice. You know, there's always something that you have to trust God with, basically, and not your own flesh with. And they said, if it's meant to be, you know, God will heal it, God will put it back together. So I just put my faith in God, and we wound up having to go to different programs, but it was the same type of structure for her as it was for me. So once I got to the Mission Academy, I already had it from being in the lighthouse. I already kind of had my axe sharpened, and it's not what you have as a weapon, it's how it's used. Like with David, for instance, you know, David, he only had a slingshot and a rock, but hey, that's got a bigger chance than a lot of things in this world right now. So
that's really a powerful principle that, you know, you guys, when you try to do the right thing, sometimes it means that you might have to sacrifice. And you're already struggling when you try to do the right thing. And so to make a sacrifice can be a very, very difficult thing to do. And you did that. You knew that was best for you. Maybe not ideal for you two to be a part, but you were trusting in that. And so you get to Mission Academy, you go through the 12-month program. What was your biggest takeaway from your 12 months? Because you just graduated in May, right?
Yes, I'm fresh off the boat.
Right,
yeah, I'm fresh out of it.
That's good. So what was your biggest takeaway from your 12 months?
The biggest takeaway was revival. Being able to say that I had a revival in my life. To be able to say that I was shaken up, because, you know, sometimes God will shake the tree to get all the bad fruit off, and the things that were meant to stick in your life will. Wow. So I needed to go through that time of being shaken. And even though it was discomfort, pain, with the pain, I was able to see perseverance. I was able to know what I could go through. You know, being able to focus on strictly God You know, and like, I love my wife, and you know I love you, but we started to become reliant on each other. And that's what God was like, hold on, slow up a minute. I'm here, and I'm who you guys should be leaning on. Even though it's good to have a partner, if I lean on God, I could be the best husband I need to be and the father of all fathers. You know what I mean? So this is why it's so important to develop that relationship with Christ. And everybody who's donated so I can make it, I just want to tell each and every one of you guys, thank you. I'm sorry for being emotional. I thank this place.
You know, it really is a special thing, and part of why we do this is to pull you into what we get a chance to see all the time, because we do, and it's what keeps us motivated. It's what gets us through those tough days, because not everybody's Joshua. We have some that, you know, don't go as far as he does, and it's disappointing for us, and it's frustrating for us. But I wish you could be there on day one. Remember when we met up on the 6th floor? And
Absolutely.
I
Orientation, yes.
Orientation. I welcome them, and I challenge them, don't get kicked out of here. Don't walk out of here. And I always tell them, I go, look, this is not going to cost you anything. We're not going to give you a bill at the end of this deal. It costs about $35,000 a year for someone to go through our program.
Woo.
Not going to charge you for that. We're not looking for some of your family members that got money and shake them down for some cash. We're not billing insurance. This is happening for you because there's a community out there that really cares about you and wants to see you get well. And he just thanked you guys for all that you do to make that possible for him, and I thank you for that too.
Thank you guys so much. And another thing, hard work doesn't work like, okay, so hard work only works if you allow God to do it. Like, hard work is not based off talent. Trust me, I have a lot of talent and it got me nowhere. It's when I allow God in my life and I allow God to take the helm in my life and be the wind to my boat.
It's good. Got 2 more questions for you. Yeah, that's really good, isn't it? Share with these guys what you're doing now, because it's really pretty incredible how fast you took flight, man.
Okay, so coincidentally on my birthday, which was March 28th, was the day that I got my apartment. I asked God for one thing. One thing was optimistic, and not only that, I walked in it. It's different from just asking for a prayer and not believing in it. But I in my mind, I was like, I knew God so well that I knew that he could do it. So I was already walking in that type of faith, which would align the universe to basically open that door for me. And I just feel like I'm at a point where I'm a chef. I'm a certified sous chef. I finished school, right? Me. I was able to get a little apartment. It's nice, humble beginnings. I'm not asking God for the world. Sometimes I was telling my brothers over here, some of the donors, sometimes God will make you take a step back to see what you're doing wrong, and we can't use that step back as, oh, it's a failure. No, sometimes it's to analyze what's going on in your life, and this was a step back to the greatest step forward that I could have ever had.
Wow, fantastic. Last question. What would Joshua today say to the Joshua that was living on the streets before you came into this place?
I would say, don't give up and be in a situation to where you can listen. You don't know it all. You don't know it all. That's the beginning of wisdom, is knowing that you don't know it all. And allowing yourself to be teachable and allowing yourself to learn from your mistakes to where you can help others.
Dang, dude, you sure are comfortable up here. You ought to do a radio show or something, you know what I'm saying? Shouldn't he? Joshua Herring, you guys.